Okay, so welcome to the holiday mindset training, where basically I'm going to teach you how to hold the line throughout the holidays so you don't gain a bunch of fat over the holidays and hate how you look January 1st. All right, this is what we're going to be going into. The real plot or the real problem is that you don't gain fat from one Christmas meal, you gain it from 6 weeks of saying screw it. That mindset is what ruins progress, not the food, not the family events. You've worked months to build habits, strength, confidence. Don't throw it away for a few mindless weekends. Okay, you don't need to be perfect. You just need awareness and you just need standards. So the mission over the holidays is to maintain. All right, this is not a fat loss phase time. It's just maintenance season. This is where you need to hold the line. You need to stay consistent, keep your habits tight, and protect your progress. All right. And if you do this, you'll be able to start January 1st ahead of everybody else. All right. Everyone else is going to start over in January, but you will start ahead because you stayed in control when it mattered the most. All right. So your simple goal over the holidays is to just hold the line. All right. Not make massive progress, just maintain. All right. It's not a fat loss phase. It's not a 6 week sprint. All right. We're not tracking calories over like the actual holiday dinner. But what I need you to do, man, is just hold the line, maintain, and don't gain a bunch of body fat. All right. Here's how most guys blow it. All right. And I've been here too. Most men crash because they lose the structure. They skip their workouts over the holidays. They eat like crap and they justify everything because they say it's just the holidays, right? And you can enjoy the big days, but you cannot coast through the in between. All right. What kills progress is the Monday to Friday mindset, not Christmas Day. All right. The problem is not the food, it's the loss of standards. All right. You now, by now, right? You should have the standards, or maybe you don't, which is why you're watching this video. You should have the standards to not say absolutely, not say screw it over the holidays and just gain a bunch of body fat. All right. You should have the standards to push through no matter what. So that's kind of what we're talking about right now. So here's the deal: it's one meal versus 1 month. All right, like research actually shows that holiday weight gain averages like less than 1 pound, but like the holiday season in total accounts for like 51% of annual weight loss because of poor choices. So let me kind of break this down for you guys. One meal off, right? One big holiday meal, right? One big holiday cheat meal. That's fine. That's okay. It's not going to kill your progress. But, have a whole week off. That is going to be a big setback. And then have 1 month off. Take the entire month of December off because it's the holidays. You are going to lose a lot of progress that you put in when it comes to your fitness journey. So before you go off plan, just ask yourself, is this one choice? Is it worth losing progress over? All right. So here are 5 simple rules that can keep you lean over the holidays, and they're not super, super restrictive. They can actually fit into your day-to-day life. So number one is still hit your 10K steps a day. All right. Still hit your 10K because during the holidays, we're going to be moving a whole lot more, or sorry, we're going to be eating a whole lot more. So we want to make sure that we are still getting our steps in, right? You don't need to, go on a marathon every single day of the holidays, but make sure that you still hit your 10K steps a day, still hit your step goal. Next up is protein first at every single meal. All right. At the Christmas dinner or whatever holiday you celebrate. Yes, you can get all the different foods that you would like to get, but at least on your first plate, load up on the protein just so that you get more full, you hit your protein goal, and for the rest of the meals, at least this way, you will be getting your protein instead of getting a bunch of carbs and plates and carbs and carbs and carbs, and then just go way over your calories. All right, at least start with protein. It's the least that I can ask of you. Next is pick one indulgence. So either if you're gonna focus more on drinking that day, drink or get a bunch of dessert, but do not go crazy on both, right? You don't have like 20 shots of alcohol, 6 plates of desserts. Like you are gonna screw yourself and put yourself in a very, very bad position leading up to the December or leading up to January. And yeah, I get it. Like the holidays are nice, but at the same time, it's like, bro, if you want to actually love how you look, you need to have a better relationship with food and you need to actually lock in on the holidays just a little bit, just a little bit. Yes, have a bit of balance and eat like, don't track calories, obviously, that meal, but you need to have structure the rest of the time. Otherwise, like, you're never going to get anywhere. Another one is having water before you're eating. All right. Half a liter of water before your first meal. It's going to slow you down. It's going to make sure you don't overeat a bunch of food. And that way, you're going to make sure that you are more full throughout the meal and don't eat a million plates that you don't need. And lastly is eat slow. All right. When it's the holidays, right? You're most likely seeing a bunch of friends, a bunch of family. I'm picturing your Christmas dinner. You maybe have not seen these people for a long time. So focus on talking to them. Focus on eating. No, focus on like spending time with them, having conversation, catching up with them about just talking about the whole holiday season, like what you're grateful for, instead of just thinking about mindlessly shoveling down food. So you've got to also stay true to who you are, right? Your identity as a man does not pause because it's December. If you are becoming the man who's disciplined, confident, and in control, this is your time to prove it now. Anyone can stay consistent when life is easy, but the holidays are where most men fold and where most men gain a bunch of body fat. You are not most men. So here is why maintaining over the weekend here's why maintaining over the holidays is power, so that you can go into January 1st actually already back in the game. So if you hold steady now and you don't start over, it's going to launch you forward into the new year. So number one, if you maintain over the holidays instead of cutting or instead of going way over your calories, having massive binges and all that, you'll go into January 1st already feeling a little lean. You'll feel lean, you'll feel clear headed, you'll be ready to attack your goals instead of feeling absolutely crappy and needing to basically, do a bunch of damage control. Next up, your clothes are going to fit a whole lot better, which is going to be a lot more encouraging, right? No shame, no guilt, like no tight waistbands. You're going to feel so much better than you did. You'll feel so much better than if you would have um, eaten a bunch of garbage. All right. Next, you'll be ready to build, right? Everybody else around you, all your coworkers, all your friends, they're going to be bloated, but they're going to feel bloated. They're going to feel guilty. They're going to be starting from zero. They're going to have to work towards losing the 10 pounds they gained over the holidays. But this way, you'll be able to just continue, start and just keep making progress. And you'll have your habits dialed in, right? Your routines are going to stay intact and you're just going to be ready to amplify and get it going. So in January, if you maintain throughout the holidays and don't eat like an ass, you will feel lean, clear-headed, and ready to attack your goals. Everybody else is going to be bloated, guilty, starting from zero. Is the difference. So this is the bottom line. All right, listen up. Every choice from now until January either builds momentum or destroys it. I'll give you an example. Right, maybe at your office desk, right? Somebody puts down a huge plate of like peppermint Christmas cookies, right? You can either all eat, and then you're brought to a decision where it's like, do I eat these cookies or do I not? Right? If you eat the cookies, it's going to kind of destroy your momentum. You can have one, no problem, easily fit that in. But if you eat all the cookies, that's going to destroy it. That's going to destroy your momentum. But if you say no to the cookies or only have one and track it in, that's going to build momentum. So every choice from now until January either builds momentum or destroys it. There is no middle ground. So ask yourself this daily. All right, is this choice making me more proud or is it setting me back? At the end of the day, guys, you need to go all in on discipline. You don't need to go all in on restriction. All right, it's the same mindset that's cost you this far, right? That's the one that's carrying you through. You're not doing this to be perfect. You're doing this to prove to yourself that you can handle life while staying in control, right? So this is the test. This is the prove it to yourself phase. Prove that you've changed. Prove that you're not the same man who gave up every single December. And I'll tell you a story. I remember, I think it was a couple of years ago now, that one time I was trying to lose weight over the holidays. Stupid idea. Stupid idea. I should have been maintaining. That's how this training came to life. And since I was restricting literally all of December, on Christmas dinner, up to that dinner, I had about, 2,500 calories, including the dinner. But since I was restricting so much. I ate another 2,000 calories worth of chocolate for dessert. Literally, out of the gift bags I got, I was just eating all the chocolate. I had like none left. I did not prove to myself that I changed that December. But this time, it's or in the past or like last year I did, the year before I did, but the years before that I didn't really. Once I got into fitness. And another story is like yesterday. Yesterday was my birthday, the day I'm filming this. I did not eat a bunch of. I did not eat over 3,000 calories. I didn't eat a bunch of garbage. I didn't like track super meticulously, but I know for a fact that I didn't gain a bunch of weight. And that's one of my biggest wins because in the past, I always used my birthday or any holiday as an excuse to just eat like an ass. That is not an excuse anymore. So after, like, if you apply this training, you're going to start the new year already winning, right? This holiday season will define which one you are, right? You either start over again, restart from scratch, lose momentum, and stay in the same old cycle and keep losing and gaining the same 10 pounds you always do, or you keep the line steady and you're ready to push forward through the new year with momentum intact and systems locked in. So the biggest thing that I can tell you guys is like the goal is not perfection, it's just to stay in control. Do not wait until the new year to become the man you want to be. Because if you continue to push your goals back and you don't have urgency right now, it is never going to happen. All right. So if you found this all super interesting, you feel like you don't really have a plan to get you through the holidays and you want a bit of guidance to get you through, just comment coach either on the live or on this video, and I'll reach out to see if I can help because I am an online fitness coach if you did not know. So again, comment coach anywhere on this video if you feel like you would like help, my help, getting you through the holidays so that you don't gain a bunch of weight and you can actually go into January 1st already making progress. Apart from that, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe.